And a very low bounce, didn't give the ruckman a great deal of time. Very spongy surface out there as we walked on it earlier. Here's Lonigan. Stanton was able to knock it further afield. And the big boy Crammery
ended up being high on the tackle.
Third umpire Steve McBurney there. Umpires McBurney, Ryan and Hosking here in this game. GWS, long ball forward, Ryder. That was far too easy. Will go against the GWS. So this will now be a certain goal for Paddy Ryder.
Certainly will.
Directly in front. Corns really doesn't bother to get back. And the first one for the Bombers.
Just moved himself onto Michael Hurley. We saw him get outpointed by Ryder. Davis has got that match up now.
Zaharakis, beautiful handball under pressure. It's great to Dempsey. And now Lovett Murray sees out the corner of his eye Hurley. Corns arrives late and a little unlucky there, Corns. Got him high.
Yeah, they turned the ball over in the corridor there, the Giants. They're prepared to come into the middle, but it's going to be risky against the Bombers.
Ryder's got the one-on-one match-up almost again. Davey off the hands, just stole it, wandered into the open goal. Moore had a little bit of difficulty. Hurley, very aggressive on power. Ball out and high from the boot of Moore. Not the required journey, I wouldn't have thought. Power needs to be safe here. Goes wide and Dempsey gobbles it up. Have a look at the players lining up here at centre half forward. Bellchambers was one of those. Didn't like the treatment from Phillips either when he went to ground.
Got a lot more dimension in his game, the big fella.
Needed to get body on him there, Phillips. Bellchambers directly in front, 40 metres out, kick on the way, beautiful kick. Goal umpire did not even move. Little chip to Watson. He's got the runner Ryder around the corner. He can get it and go. Here's the fast lead of Hurley. He had his man Corns absolutely cold, but the kick was just a little high. And now Corns has been pinged as a result by the aggressive nature of Hurley. And here he is, about 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, say. Good look at behind from Hurley, and he nails the goal. Bombers get their fourth. Looks to feed it off. Hocking knows his limitations. Now kicks it long. Good-looking ball in the Hurley and Ryder path. Corns and Power. The old-timers tidy up. And now Giles involved, but that was a pretty ordinary kick.
What happens, though, they send these memos out to the clubs and
Carlisle Short finds Davey.
the players...
5-2 from set shots this year, has been one of those that apply a lot of pressure up forward. He's maintained his position as a result of that, and that's a magnificent hoist to the ball from Elwyn Davey. Bomber goal number 5. Ricky Dyson immediately transfers play to Davey. Davey thought about hooker and he said, no, I'm a better kick, so I'll go up the middle, and that's a great decision to Dempsey. Made Watson run then, Dempsey. Watson kicks long and deep over the top. What a great stretching mark from Crammery, and a perfect kick from Jobe Watson.
They are as good a chance as anyone to win it in 2012.
Clean ball movement from one end to the other. Magnificent play. This for a 30-point lead here for the Bombers. Crammery won't let them down. Comes in, nurses it through. Bombers by 30. Tyson goes even wider. Kick just a little bit too much on it for Jeremy Cameron. Can he turn his man around? He can. Nicely done against Hooker. This is Jeremy Cameron, the young centre half forward. In the end, he tried to do a little too much.
He had nothing ahead of him to kick to. That's why he held on for it for so long.
Yeah. Crammery, good grab. He'll want to play on from here on his left side. Crammery lines up for his second goal of the quarter. Tough angle, just inside the boundary line. Good-looking ball, though. And he likes it, and that man there likes it as well.
You get a good atmosphere, though, don't you? Even with the 15 in here, it's a great little stadium.
It's an absolute ripper. And it'll be good for GWS in the years to come. Collier, a one-hander, has taken the mark in front of goal. Dr. Peter Larkins.
Which has been interesting to watch.
No goals this year for Collier. In he comes, and there's his first. He nails it with a really nicely directed kick. Start of the second half here. Tough to bounce and get the height in the ball there, as you can see. Ryder to Hallett. And I think we might nearly have another one. No, we don't. Umpire lets it go. Nice pick up by Collier. Crameri fired it off. Watson got a piece of it and advanced it nicely into the waiting arms of Bellchambers.
Again, so much excitement around Essendon when their players are improving at the rate they are. Bellchambers, he's a 40% better player than he was last year.
And here comes Bellchambers, splits the middle, and a 34-point Bomber lead.
What you would love to have seen is just to take them on. Use the lightning pace, run to 10 metres out and put it straight through.
I'm not sure if he thought he was under more pressure, but yeah, that was just trying to be way too fancy. He's as quick as anyone on this ground. He could have almost run into an open goal.
Monfries will get the free here. Little tag from behind there by Thomas Buck.
Or at the very least, straighten up and kick on your preferred foot.
Nice professional player. In he comes, kick on the way. Natural little bit of hook on the ball, and he says that was quite nice, thank you. That is extremely hard. Interesting little one.
It's getting yourself involved, that is.
Giles stamping your authority as one of the leaders out there. Opportunity here now. They roar away the Bombers. The kick out in front here of Crameri. No one between here and the goal. Have a look at this. There's the wide shot. He can go all the way. Can he bounce it and retrieve it? He can. And Crameri will kick the goal. As a result of the Hardingham late injury. Giles. Further down now. McVeigh.
Handy for James Hird to have experienced players like McVeigh and Slattery, David Hill to come back from injury out of the side, having to fight their way back in.
Hook at a Monfries. Monfries lets it rip from 45. And that bent very, very nicely for him. Northern End goals. Beautiful arena. Skoda Stadium. Capacity 25,000. The old Olympic baseball arena this is. It had an enormous amount of money pumped into it to make it fit for AFL. No other sport being played on this oval at the moment. Used for the Easter show, of course. Here's Crameri. Tackled by Moore. Melksham Reed. Not before Melksham got the kick away and bent it nicely around the corner.
They've already lost Hardingham tonight. Another rookie Dyson's gone now with another injury.
Yes.
Eventually, you can't cover all these injuries.
And look at that. Soft tissues everywhere with the Bombers at the moment. That going with their good form. Somehow they just keep on winning. Lovett Murray goes for the one-on with Ryder, and Davis uses his body brilliantly. He'll run into an open goal, Paddy. Very, very nicely done from the big man.
Side by side now, he's very, very strong and as I said, reading the ball better.
Then goes straight into the centre and gets a great hit-out clearance. And a long ball in. He's so dangerous.
There's Alwyn Davey. Will he be run down? No. He goes goal-bound and kicks his third goal. By Darley, the sub.
They don't pay those anymore.
You're almost allowed to throw the footy now, as long as it comes out.
As long as the ball gets stayed. Normally this would be incorrect disposal, didn't kick the ball, didn't handball, it was tackled, it was play on.
And it wasn't knocked out in the tackle, was it?
Free kick. In the air, push him, can't make contact.
Here he is, looking to extend the margin above the 60-point margin and gets that home. Bombers lead it by 63. Bellchambers has 3.
Huge improvement in last year's form, so a lot of Bomber fans enjoying the way Big Belcho goes about his work this year.
Well, he's in that period, he's played 34 games, that 30 to 50 game mark, isn't he? That little kick out of the pack there is effective by Jobe Watson.
The whole ground, there's no real weak links in any position at the moment, and they're as good a chance as anyone at this stage.
Well, that's a big call, Das. You think they really genuinely can win the premiership this year? That'll be gold for the Bomber supporters. There's Watson very unselfishly to Zaharakis.
Especially when you've got a leader like that who does the right thing 100% of the time. Didn't try and snap it over his shoulder and kick a goal. Centred it back, and Zaharakis should kick an easy goal. Jobe Watson, champion.
Zaharakis kicks the goal. In the meantime, Jakey Carlisle not happy with Cameron. 18 all of a sudden. Not a bad tally either. Here's Melksham at half-back, but it will be a first-up win at Skoda Stadium here for the Essendon Football Club. New venue. That man there will be very pleased. Only one loss for the year.